guys want to see something cool? All right, so this used to be 3 summers ago. The first thing I ever found up in this area, this is what got me drawn to this area. Before I found Bigfoot Universe, everything, I came down on my motorcycle. This had just been done. And it was still alive, and I had been told, you know, to look out for that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, so I parked right there where I was, and I walked in here. I got done with Bigfoot Universe, so I'm just, as much as my legs don't want to go in here, I have to, because I want to show you the structure. Let's see if it's still held up by one. This entire structure used to be held up by one stick. And I'll bet you it's still like that, because if it falls, they'll put it back. They want it like that. But I went all through here, right? So I came to this structure. Look, blatant. And it was amazing. I had no doubt in my mind, even though I didn't know what I was doing, that they had done that. And I walked forever out there, all through these woods. Nothing, you know, I'm finding stuff, but not, you know, like Bigfoot Universe, you know? It shows you how close you can be to a giant world and not know it and never see it. You know, you'll think you did that area good enough. And all right. So I don't want to be negative here, but I'm going to say this anyway. Look, for the people, it's only a 1 percentile, okay? I have 99% positive. I'm very thankful. But for the one idiot who's like, I'm tired of you breathing, or I'm tired of this, I'm tired of the X's, it's like, listen, get the F off my channel then. We don't care whether you are tired of anything. Who gives a shit? Go to it somewhere else. Don't care. This is what I do. This is what I'm supposed to do. And it'll all lead somewhere. I promise. You guys are going to see. You got to be patient, man. You guys have no patience. I don't either, but I'm forcing myself to have them. So if you're tired of something, you don't like me, whatever, go jump in the lake, dude. Don't care. Whoa. Did you hear that? That was like a rock bouncing off something like that. Coming right into one of them. This is an active spot for just like, you know, like a rogue or something. If I remember correctly, you could go inside of this. You hear that? Whoa. That was 4, 5, 6, 7. Right there. 7 things just fell to distract me. I'll bet you anything to distract me. The squirrel? How did you just drop 7 things on me? Are you here to distract me? What's going on? I'm not looking where the camera is. What's up with you? I can't see him. There is a squirrel's nest there, I think. But that was crazy because the way they fell. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. He just kept dropping them. Wow, this has changed, I think. I don't remember. You guys have to tell me if you remember this. I know, I hear you. How did so many things come down, you guys? Right here, I don't know what they were. Were they pine cones? One after another. 1, 2, 3. Like, how could a squirrel do that? But yeah, he's right there somewhere. I think it's a squirrel. I can't tell. I can't see anything up there. And then, yeah, I'm on this spot, which has got a lot more stuff. So look at this, you guys. What it is, some of it is different now, but that log still is being held up by, right there, by that stick. You see that? Isn't that amazing? For 3 years, it's been held up by that stick. I think that's amazing. Right there. And there seems to be some kind of an inside down in there. Look at this. It's a J. Hey, buddy. What are you doing? Good boy. Good boy. Hey, buddy. Good boy. Wait, he just went to the ground? That was crazy. The jay came right in. I got the squirrel. Oh, he ran on top of my head. Hey, you. He was right there, right here. What are you doing? You guys realize how weird this is? Just one. I hope that those things falling were on the camera, because that was absolutely crazy. Because, yeah, I know there's a squirrel above my head, but they just kept coming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How could a squirrel? Unless somehow they were all in his mouth. I don't know. That was just absolutely bizarre squirrel activity right there. And then I'm on a structure where a jay just flew in. So this is the kind of things you deal with. Like I deal with. These are not normal things, because it happens to me over and over and over again. And I'll bet you anybody, anyone in the world, I'll bet you $100 that you can't go out and get a jay to lay next to you in the forest. I'll bet you $100. Go ahead. I dare you. It just doesn't happen. And the only time it happens again, even here, in an area where it's kind of roguey, it happened on a structure. Bigfoot wants to see you. He wants to get a close-up look at me, see what I'm doing, what I'm saying, things like that. And you can see the cuts. I'm right by the road. I never have walked extensively across the street in there. I found this incredible blind in there. It was amazing. These are all human cuts right here because of the road. I'm telling you, man, I don't know how that happens. But go through it 100, 200, 300 times, and it starts to become a little bit monotonous. Like it just doesn't, it's the same thing, and it only happens on Bigfoot structures. And this is how these creatures operate. If you can't understand that it's going to be outside your thinking for them to have been so successful for so long. So it should be easy for you to believe these things. Like they're involved with the birds, they make structures, they hide in ways that you could never understand, because they were given these abilities on purpose to stay separate from us. That was their one gift. I believe our gifts exceed anything of theirs. Their abilities are meant to, look, that's the top of Bigfoot universe. Their abilities are meant, are for them to use just for what they do. I believe it's like biblical proportions. I know it's hard to believe in 2018. Look at that blade. Pointing right at Bigfoot universe. I know it's hard to believe. It's so out of what we're used to. That's where I'm trying to get you guys. I'm way over here in Bigfoot universe. I'm there and then over, like the top there and then over. But I need to get up there. That's how big Bigfoot universe is. That's the #1 spot, and I've never been able to get there because it's going to take me. I think I could do it in a day with the right guy, but I need an offline. You guys, I tried the offline. Someone on Patreon sent me the hiker app. It doesn't work offline. I got in a couple other apps, doesn't work offline. I know there is one that does because I've seen someone use it. Or I just need like a Garmin. I need something that works off satellite. I'm not asking for it for free. Oh man, there's that good woods over there. I'm not looking for, that's why do you think I've been doing this without one? I have almost died. Well, been stuck for the rest of my life in the forest. I won't die out there unless something kills me. Like I can live. I know how to eat out here and how to live. Even in the middle of the winter I could do it. If I had a gun. Without a gun, it's gonna be rough. Could I do it for a couple minutes? What am I seeing back there? Maybe like a week without a gun. Because then if you don't get meat after a while, it just gets ridiculous. There's no fish up here or nothing like that. I'm just peeking. All right, nothing worth it really. See, they're really blocking me here. They don't show you anything else except blockage. And I just know it's good back there. Ooh, whistles. Listen to that. That was vocal. You can't hear it because of the stream. It was right at that structure. Come on. was so good. It was probably that Jay. That sounded like teeth, though. Oh man, I got goosebumps. I know he's here. That Jay, did you see how close he came? Do you know why, you guys? Do you want to know why? If he's not being used remotely by Sasquatch at that moment, it's because he thinks I'm part of them. That's why. He's so used to all the different creatures. He's a bird, remember. To him, I might not be that much different from a Sasquatch. And then when he got in that close and realized I act differently, he probably, or they took over. But that's how it works here. You have to understand. Think outside your areas. Don't think on your Sasquatch research, you guys. It only applies to there, okay? And the same goes for me, which is not really, because I've always been that way. I never think what I do is what it is, ever. I really don't, over now. Okay, so this is on the list for sure. It's the farthest right-hand corner of Bigfoot universe, and I have never been able to get there. Dan and I tried. I can't keep the camera steady. Once that zoomed in. We tried, but it's just impossible. It looks so easy, I know from this shot, it looks easy. It does, but it's not. Once you start dealing with the different terrains of the forest, and then once you get to the woods that are before it are actually this steep. It just looks like it. I'll tell you, I watched, when I'm making the videos, I'm like, well, these guys aren't going to get the half of what I do. You can't understand anything from the video. It does not show it the way it really looks. You get an idea, but it's just impossible to tell just how difficult and how steep and what you're going through as a person, just going like this, walking. It's all that. And you get stuck in the middle of it. You twist your ankle once, that's it. That's why it's nice to have. For that one, I need 2 people. You can't even access. There's no entry. I got to go way out over here. I'm thinking it's 5 miles. Guesstimate 5 miles. Walk in 5 miles. Look at that, Jay. They have not left me. They followed me all the way in and followed me all the way out. Crazy. What are you doing, silly? Just to come out in the forest and film. Show me your best friend like I have. You'll never do it. Not in the middle of the wilderness, because out here everything's out to get something. Everything's about a predator here. Even the birds. You have to be careful of the ground animals, like bobcats, and especially those jays, because they love everybody. What are you doing? He's right in these bushes next to me. There's another one right there. He's right there. And then there's one right in this tree on the other side. And they've been doing this to me the whole way in and the whole way out. But I can't always tell you, because then I get comments. And I see, the thing is, I want to be involved with the YouTube comments. People spend a lot of time writing comments. Mark, you did a great job, or Mark, I think this, Mark, do this. These are people that I want to hear from and interact with. But as I'm doing that, I got to read some complete psycho who ruins my day. This is strange. None of those are cut. This in front of the, you know what I mean? And it does affect you when you work as hard as I do at what I do. I know what I do is 100% real, 1000% real. Oh. Did you hear that? I said 1000% real, and then you got. Tell them, guys. Man, I'm just tired of it. I got thick skin, it's not that. It's just, it's amazing. I see this. I'm assuming there's Bigfoots, you know what I mean? So you basically, when someone questions me, they're calling me a liar. And I think that's why I get a little bit upset. You know, like I'm at the point where I will never, ever deal with one of these people again. So I don't care if I have to be homeless and do it on Patreon. And then that's it. I never get another dollar from YouTube. I could care less. You know, people are leaving YouTube, not just in Bigfoot, but in everything. Because YouTube sucks, and everyone on there is a miserable SOB. And look at any video on YouTube, and look at all the assholes thumbs downing people because they're jealous. They're sitting home with no life. This person's made an incredible video, and people thumbs down and then bash them and treat them like shit. And, you know, why would we do that to another human being? Even if it did suck, you know, you want to lift other people up. Tell them they did a great job. Give them confidence, you know? I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about some great videos I see, like, could be a little 6-year-old ballerina dancing, you know, and then you get some total losers, you know, bad-mouthing, oh, what a piece of garbage, that girl, her parents, blah, blah, you know, it's like, can't you just be nice? I'm really tired of these people, you guys. One day, prison.